So it's not looking so good for Sears, which is closing 18 department stores and 2 Kmart stores. 2 of the locations are in Maryland. That's a total of 260 stores closing this year. Sears said in March that it had doubt it would survive on its own. We're hearing more and more mall stores struggling to stay open. In 2017, more than 3,500 stores will close their doors, ranging from department stores to middle of the mall stores. So here's the question. Are we seeing the death of malls in America? I'm joined by 2 business experts to help us answer that question. Simon Blanchard, professor at Georgetown's McDonough School of Business, and Brandon Chicotsky. Brandon is a business faculty member at Johns Hopkins University Carey Business School. So we'll put this, Simon, to you first. What is wrong with malls? Why are they dying?
Well, some of the large retailers are struggling right now. As you mentioned, Sears, but even just yesterday, Bed Bath & Beyond had absolutely abysmal earnings, lost a big part of the market. I think same-store sales were down 2%, even though they experienced growth online. So the obvious thing is consumers are moving online, and we knew that for several years. But not just that. Also, consumers have a preference for stores that provide heavy discounts or also fast shopping for fast fashion. And also, they just like to spend their money on experiences, and big department stores can't offer that easily.
So these retail brick-and-mortar stores, they're just not keeping up?
Yeah, and in some ways, they're not offering exactly what they want, in the sense that consumers prefer to shop at stores like H&M, which provides cheaper and faster access. Plus, consumers like to shop online.
So, Brandon, what does the future look like?
The future is interactive, like we just heard. For example, Tommy Hilfiger will be rolling out an interactive store experience over the next few years. They just contracted $400,000 of investment with a startup called iMirror, or a startup that makes iMirror, which is an interactive space where you can see what clothes look like on you in a virtual experience. The idea is to create a new clientele that is used to the internet interface in the store experience.
So outside of the store itself, what does the shopping complex look like? Are we moving away from that interior confined mall with all the stores inside of it? Are they being built in and around communities, smaller, more exclusive?
Well, these are physical assets. Real estate investment trusts who own the property are having a hard time redoing the entire structure. So what it is now a rethinking, more collaborative spaces, a new type of retail experience where you have startup economy retail centers, like incubators that are coming in. For example, a case study in Austin, Texas, the municipality brought in the local community college to help propel some local businesses to rent out some of the area with tax help.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Some other things that are working right now. What shopping mall areas? What's working? What's not? For instance, you think of like the Mall of America, this massive thing in Minneapolis. It's a tourist hub. Is it still sticking with the times and doing well?
Some of that falls into the stores that are in those malls themselves. So you see retailers taking kind of experiments with some of the things they can do in their own stores. So you can see a store like Dick's Sporting Goods inside one of those malls trying to do things to get consumers to come. For instance, doing a climbing wall so that people can come and experience the merchandise, something they can't do online. So that might be a way for people to come to the stores and then affect the structure.
I'm also seeing a lot of mixed use, the residential and retail commingling. Is that popular?
New districting and new zoning laws are taking place through municipalities across the country to solve for this issue. One of the biggest lobby fronts are local businesses that are looking for live-in consumers. These are likely young people, millennials, people part of my demographic with new disposable income or a high propensity to buy localized and customized products.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an interesting topic to discuss further, the future of shopping and what my teenage girls, when they're teenagers, what they're going to be doing, what that looks like. Gentlemen, appreciate your time. Thank you both.